Hi, it's already 1 p.m. January the 17th, and we will try and keep this one short and maybe even unedited, to be honest. I'm terribly overwhelmed at the moment. Like, I know I have a ton of things to do. I have no overview, though. I have no sense of just where I should start or just how far behind I am, and it's driving me nuts, and I don't know how and where to organize because my desk is so messy. There's no space, and like, I need a crazy red string wall. I need so much space to just spread around all of the things that I have on my to-do list and in my head and wherever else, and just to get a sense of it. And it drives me nuts that I don't know where to start. Anyway, that's how I am right now. Having a good time. First thing first, though, did I do the one thing yesterday? It could be argued that yes, I did, because I fell into bed at around 6:30 p.m. You heard that right? Yeah, 6:30 p.m. Which I guess, with like how sleep deprived I had been, is kind of a reasonable hour. And like, my way of arguing would be that, I mean, for one, today is Saturday, so I don't have a class in the morning. And me going to bed, that's my alarm, because I was supposed to take a sensory break, but I can't really take a sensory break in a room that's not sensorily clear of noise. Anyway, what was I saying? Oh yeah, so you could argue that me going to bed really early facilitates me getting up early and writing, and I did get up early, as I always do every day. But I actually worked on yesterday's video because that's when I fell asleep yesterday. I was editing the video but couldn't finish because I was too tired. So that's what I did first. It took me a while, and then at some point I did write. I wrote in total, I think, 650, something like that. So like, it wasn't going super great, but I did get some words out. The thing is, like, this chapter is so piecemeal and all over the place, but like, it's fine. It's a first draft, whatever. I'm like kind of jumping from one like element to the next. It's not a continuous flow, but it's okay. It is okay, but I do want to finish this, what I guess is like the first chapter. It's quite long, so maybe it's more like 2 chapters, but also I think a lot of it will be cut, but whatever, like the first unit, I guess we'll call it. I hope I can finish that tomorrow, because on Monday I'm going to switch back to Sunken Timepiece, the other work in progress, because this month I want to alternate week by week. I didn't write early in the morning, but I did write in the late morning, and some other things got in the way, so I'm filming only now. But yeah, I'm glad I didn't like forget or anything, because I don't want to break my, what do you call it when you do a thing continuously? Doesn't matter. And we don't want to edit today, so I haven't done the ceremony yet because I fell asleep again very early, and I'm not entirely sure if Mateo did right. We were in a sprint together, and it was really late for him, and he wanted to get his word count up from 0, but then I think he might have fallen asleep. So yeah, but it's not just on him. I also got away from me. But now, time for a prompt. Here we go. Oh, also I incorporated 2 prompts today into my writing session as well, which helped, to be honest, a little bit at least. One prompt was a missing sock, and the other one was a kiss on the cheek. And I did incorporate that into what I wrote this morning. Here is today's prompt. It says, oh no. Very fitting, because today what I wrote I'm not very happy with. And I was thinking, what if I get this prompt today? Wouldn't it be fitting? And there you go. I got the prompt for today. Read aloud or otherwise share a sentence I like from what I wrote at some point, or what you like from what you wrote at some point. Okay, I guess we'll have to cut here, and I'll come back with what I like, and I'll share it here and maybe share it, I don't know, on Instagram. I think that would be a challenge, because that's not really something I do. Alright, you know what? I wanted to try and find something in the current draft of Echoes and Waves, or even in the current draft of Sunken Timepiece, because I felt like it would be better if I were able to find something in what I really truly recently wrote and like find the gem in the mess. But I don't really have the patience right now, so I chose the easy route, and I chose something from the Secret Santa story. I feel like I'm exploiting this thing, even though I wrote it for Mateo, but it's also the first short story I ever wrote, and the first story I ever finished, so I'm really proud of it, and like I did polish it, so it's easy for me to find something. Plus I've gone over this story many a time, so I know all the words that are in there. Here's what I chose. Addie never expected her chest to rip open like torn wrapping paper. She would never have expected dying to feel like sinking into wet moss. I really like that, because, I don't know, it's very, like, it's the moment of death, and it's very to the point, very quick, because that's how she dies. It's very quick, and this idea of sinking into wet moss, I don't even know where it came from, but it seems very evocative, and I don't know, I'm kind of proud of it. Okay, and now let's put that on Instagram. I'm like never on Instagram, so I know like sometimes Sarita or Jamila will tag me in something, and I will only see it like ages later, because I'm just never there. Let me make a quick post on Canva, and I will just maybe choose. I made a mood board for this story after the fact, so I could either choose the mood board or like some image that I had gotten for it. Which one? Yeah, it does not have to be pretty or perfect or anything. It's just to like practice sharing my writing with other people, and that's like the idea of this prompt, if you want to do it as well. Maybe let's make it a two-parter, since it is, even though it's just 2 sentences, it kind of is a lot for one image, and maybe it works like a cliffhanger almost. Fonts are my nightmare. I'm really not good at them. Okay, whatever. It's not great. It's really not great. I hate it. By the way, I'm doing a very extensive, probably very long body doubling stream, which I've done one before that was almost 7 hours, and as I said, I have so many things to do and I'm so overwhelmed, so I thought that might help me. I have to be done and ready for that in an hour. boom, it's posting. So yeah, there you go. Thanks so much for watching. Tag me if you too share a sentence publicly in some way. I want to know. I want to see the sentence that you like and are proud of. And otherwise, we will see each other tomorrow. Okay, bye.